What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chishu Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
So as many of you may know, Tia Mowry graduated from her marriage. I was thinking to myself, man, how is Corey Hardrick doing? And so I go check out his Instagram and I saw something that sparked my interest. And it was this post. Tyler Perry sets Meagan Good, Corey Hardrick, and 5 others to star in Prime Video pick Divorce in the Black. Guys, are you following me? This is insane. This was on his Instagram page. And so he's going to be starring in a movie with Meagan Good and some other actors who I'm not very familiar with. And I think Tyler Perry is also acting in this movie. But pay attention to the name of this film that's being produced by Tyler Perry. It's called Divorce in the Black. Sounds like a word is missing if you ask me. What word is missing in that title? I think it's community. Divorce in the Black community. And maybe he didn't want to. Now, guys, I may be wrong here, but let's put 2 and 2 together here. Didn't he just go viral for appearing on a podcast where he was talking about Black women needing to lower their unrealistic expectations?
Listen, a lot of women, especially Black women, and I might get in trouble for saying this, but
And you will. You will pay for that. Tyler Perry. But he's like, but I'm rich, so I don't give a Keep listening.
In our society right now, Black women are making a lot more money for the most part than Black men, right? There are a lot of Black men who are successful, but for the most part, Black women are making the money. So if you can find love, if that man works, at whatever job and is a good man, and is good to you and honors the house and honors his wife and does what he can because his gift may not be your gift.
Exactly.
That is okay. That's not somebody who's beneath you.
Yeah.
That's somebody who came to love you at your worth, right?
Yes.
And as long as he's secure in himself to know that, yep, she makes most of the money, all I can pay is the light bill. As long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm going to cover the mortgage and all the other stuff, you've handled the light bill, baby, you can take me to dinner every now and then. That is fine.
And I remember in that video, I said, why is Tyler Perry drinking coffee? Could it be that he has some movie in the works or something like that? Yo, you know these women are out here rolling their eyes.
Especially Black women, and I might get in trouble for saying this, but I will.
Tyler Perry must be writing a movie script because we know that's not how they feel. And lo and behold, here it is. It makes sense. But I didn't stop there. I was like, yo, let me do some more research. What's going on with this film? And I stumbled on this website with the headline, Tyler Perry announces second film for Amazon, Divorce in the Black. And here's a little bit about it. Fresh from announcing his first film with Amazon, Black, White, and Blue, Tyler Perry has shared his next project as part of a 4-movie deal, a drama called Divorce in the Black, written by Tyler Perry, who will also direct and produce. The film is set to star Meagan Good and Corey Hardrick. Bunch of other names here. Then I also thought to myself, what do these 2 actor and actress have in common? Well, they've both gone through a divorce. They both have gone through a divorce. Could it be that Tyler Perry was just getting started and is about to double down now in movie form in trying to exemplify what it would look like for women to stop being delusional with their dating standards?
That's fine.
Yeah.
But that's so hard for a lot of people to take in because that means, no, I need somebody to, who is, they need to make 5 times more and I got to have, well, go on, keep your list, baby.
Yeah.
God bless you. Hope it happens. Go on, keep your list. But when you talk about just someone to love you and support you, I know people whose men can't touch what they make. But when you see them together, that love, that support, that I got you, babe, it's a beautiful thing.
That is not how they feel. They're not going for that Tyler Perry. Just have a good heart. Just pay the light bill. This man's tripping, bro. And I don't mean it would be great, but we got to remember who we're dealing with here.
They literally are trying to turn us into men right before our own very eyes. And the millennials, y'all better look out for the younger generation, because I'm telling you, between this, now we supposed to be cool with a man that could pay electricity bill while we go out here and pay all the bills. That means we can't be soft women.
There's black men and black women in my comment section are like going, why are you so mad about what Tyler Perry said? I wasn't that hungry, but I'm a big so I could eat again. Number one, Tyler just took us from going 50-50, which was already unacceptable, to 95-5, 98-2. One of the biggest problems in the black community right now is y'all want black women to keep breaking generational curses without it affecting black men.
Black women, lower your standards while every other race brings theirs up. One of the things I've learned from being married to a white man and sharing in white experiences is that only black men tell their woman what they should and should not accept.
First cup of coffee of the day, and this is what pops up on my feed. And I'm saying this as a man who's been happily married for 40 years, 2 grown daughters, 3 grown granddaughters.
Congratulations.
Great grandchildren. Ladies, you're asking the wrong questions. You're wanting, you got your laundry list of all the things you want. But the question is, what are you bringing to the table? Okay, you want a man to go out and bust his, keep a roof over your head, clothes on your back, food on the table for you and the children. Take care of y'all and love you. But can you cook like Gordon Ramsay?
Sheesh.
Do you keep house like Martha Stewart? Can you manage a budget like Alan Greenspan? Do you have a personality like June Cleaver and not one of these bad boss?
Come on, man. Now, guys, I will say this. Not all women are modern-minded. In fact, some women actually understood what Tyler Perry was trying to say. Like this chick.
Okay, so I'm seeing all these videos reacting to what Tyler Perry was saying about the light bill and all this stuff. Here's my take on it. I think we are reading too much into it. He wasn't saying settle. And if he was, maybe I like to think positive. So I didn't hear this. I thought he was saying, if you have a good man, and he is not making all the money in the world, don't just dump that good man, because it's not just about the money. That's what I took out of it. And then he was using an example like, if all he can afford to pay is a light bill, then let him pay the light bill. He wasn't saying like forever. I think he was just saying like at that moment, sometimes, people, you got to meet them where they're at. So I think he was just saying, if you have a good man, keep that good man. Don't just dump him over money. I think that's what I took from it. Y'all let me know what you thought.
So what do you guys think of what she said? I think she pretty much summed up what Tyler Perry was trying to say. I will add this, though. There are 2 things a lot of women today who are interested in capitalizing and locking down the most high-value man. Don't get caught up in the high-value words because they get tossed around back and forth. But basically, the best man you can get is a woman. If you want that, you're going to have to look at this from a practical perspective, which requires just a little bit of caffeine. You can't expect to meet men at the finish line who have already gone through and sacrificed, gotten turned down, and then expect those men to treat you like you were with them when they were shooting in the gym. You have to be an early investor. That's how you get the best return on your investment. That's how you get the biggest piece of the pie. But the problem is the way a lot of women approach the situation is they want to meet men who've already hit that finish line. What's that finish line? Well, he's at the top of his game. He sees no reason to now treat you and invest in you like you believed in him in the first place. You got to find yourself a man and stick with him and hope that things turn out for the best. That's the man that's going to treat you the best. That's the man who will strongly consider not cheating on you and will pray for God's help to remain faithful because he realizes he has a good woman who stuck with him through the difficult times. Now, there's also another side of this that I think a lot of chicks don't realize is some women just have to cash in, get in where they fit in because you're on the downside of your sexual market value. You're not going to find a guy who's climbing and climbing and climbing. He may work hard. But this idea that one day he's going to become a high earner, one day he's going to do this. Nope. Some of you are just going to have to get what you can. And to the women who don't believe in gender roles and who don't believe in traditional values, as in they don't believe they should uphold their traditional values, you shouldn't have any problem with what Tyler Perry's saying. You should be ready to pay that bill because after all, you are strong and independent. Now, some of you guys may say, well, Chisha, if men are making more than women, then aren't there men who women can find economically attractive? Well, there's actual studies behind this that give an actual percentage at which women want a man to ideally out-earn them. And it's somewhere between 36 to 58%. Based on a Cornell study, you can look it up. I believe it was here it is. It says, a recent study from Cornell University concluded that fewer people are getting married because there are less economically attractive men available. Now, notice how they said fewer people are getting married because when they could have said women, right? The women aren't getting married, but to paint a woman in a negative light and say they are more concerned about the money is something that this gynocracy will not do. Cornell won't do it because it would be like, oh, this is talking bad about women, no matter how true it may be. But it goes on to say the study claims that women desire average earning potential that is 58% higher than currently unmarried men. Another comment from another woman says, how can you be good to someone if all you can afford is a light bill? Damn. This is hypergamy, guys. These women are keeping it real. But the problem is they've encouraged these women to become career-driven women who shoot to make more money, but they didn't tell them the truth about hypergamy. This woman just literally said, what good is he if all he can afford is a light bill? While I do kind of think the light bill scenario was a bit extreme, I think it's also worth mentioning that a lot of these chicks wouldn't be able to build with the men who they ideally would want. As in, these chicks probably wouldn't want Tyler Perry when he was sleeping in his car, which he was. But right now, he's the ideal candidate. She goes on to say, adults have bills, and if those bills don't get paid, then the whole family is homeless. Or you can be the breadwinner since you are strong and independent. And if we ask you if you're equal to a man, you will say yes. So why don't you work? Can't make this shit up. Goes on to say this can only make sense if the woman is financially able to carry the bills on her own. A lot of these chicks actually can make it work. They just don't see a reason to because they're praying for that high earning man, the man who's economically attractive. Now, guys, Tyler Perry is someone who a lot of people in the Black community, including myself, have really enjoyed his work. He's talented, very talented, but that all didn't matter. A few days ago when he started to speak truth, Black women turned their backs on him because in their words, they claim that he promotes struggle love, and that's not what any of them deserve. What's struggle love? Struggle love is a woman paying 50-50 for bills within a relationship. Chances are most of these chicks can find a guy who's out earning them slightly, but that's not enough. But guys, this whole Tia Mowry video that I was just going to talk about and make fun of turned into me finding out why exactly Tyler Perry started to speak on marriage and dating all of a sudden. And I thought this was really interesting and telling. I'm curious to know, what do you guys think of this whole thing? Very interesting. Do you think that this would be a movie that Black women, because guys, let's just be honest, it's the conversation being had right now. Do you think this is a movie that Black women will boycott because you are asking Black women to settle, and you know how they feel about that? What would you put your money on? Them drinking the coffee or them choosing to be single and alone forever? I will say something that you probably already know is that any woman who thinks what Tyler Perry said was wrong, stay clear of, gentlemen. As always, I'm curious to know what you think. Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of the Coffee Pod. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.